So you want to prepare for Project Epoch. Perhaps you want to level some classes, get used to the starting areas, or maybe work on some add-ons. Well, with Project Epoch, you want to make sure that you've got that installed for the 26th so you can play it. So you download the base client and then you basically install the Epoch updater. So that's going to be this. You want to place this installer inside of your base client wherever you've put that on your computer. And then when you've set that up, then that will create this. And once you've opened this up, then you'll open up your add-ons folder. So that way you have that available with which to put add-ons into. But at the moment, you can't play Project Epoch because, well, the servers are down. But where the servers aren't down is on Warmane, for example. So here's another private server. You can create an account, download the Wrath of the Lich King client. And once you've done that, you'll simply open up the WoW exe and bish bash bosh, here you go. We now have the Onyxia realm with which we can create a new character. For example, Snippy T, the Warlock. And we're going to just enter the world with this little character. And this is a good way to sort of get used to the game again. And perhaps work out your level 1 to 10 strategy. Of course, it's not going to be exactly how Project Epoch is, but it will give you an idea. So you can start your quests. You can get used to your abilities, at least how you would play. So for example, the great thing about this server is if you right click the experience bar, you'll notice you have 0.5 times 1 times 2 times 3 or times 5 experience. Now what's great about this is that you can actually go through the quests much quicker and level up much faster, so you can get that feel for doing the quests much more quickly. If you want to do it through times 1 experience, then feel free to do so. But just killing 2 mobs has already leveled me up here. So then what that does is that just enables you to sort of access abilities more quickly in the starting areas. See, I've got 2 other characters here I was practicing with, basically the Hunter and the Warlock, getting feel for them, because I'm still not 100% sure what class I want to do. But yeah, go to Blackrock PvP only. And here you can create a new character. And then that could be an instant level 70. So for argument's sake, let's just create a Warlock here. And then when you enter the world, you're going to talk to this NPC. And this NPC is going to be like, do you want to be Affliction or Demonology? He's going to basically set you on a path. So let's just say, for example, we want to be Affliction. What that's going to do is that's going to apply all of this gear. And on top of that, it will set some base talents. So this way is a quick and easy way to get a feel for the classes that you might want to try, because perhaps you're like me, you're still not 100% sure on what you want. There's a lot of NPCs with which you can purchase more stuff, and what I would recommend is you go to this character, the Transporter, and then you simply ask the Transporter to take you to the training dummy area with which you can cast spells. So I've set this up. We've got all of our spells that I might typically be using as an Affliction Warlock. For example, let's start off with Unstable Affliction, then Corruption, and then a bit of Siphon, and Curse of Agony. You have the Pet Attack in, you're going to spam some Shadow Bolts, and that's generally the rotation there, whilst reapplying dots as you go through it. So as they're about to run out, then you're going to apply another Unstable Affliction, and then Corruption. You get the idea, and you just fill in. So there's all sorts of add-ons you can test out and try. So if you're interested in doing this, then I would recommend going to one of these links that I will provide in the video description below. You got the Project Epoch add-ons. So here you can see a whole row of what will be available for you to try out. So you can click on any of those and then try to install those onto the Warmane. So that's what I did. I took the Bartender for an example, put that on my Warmane, and well, as you can see, I was able to set it up. So there's a couple of other links for Project Epoch add-ons, because they're going to have their own specific add-ons that might only work on Epoch 2. So you have to play around with this to get a feel for it. But for me, I used Bartender as an example because, well, there's certain things I'm going to want to do, right, when the game starts. So maybe when the game starts, actually, I probably won't actually level with add-ons, to be honest with you, because I don't want the game to break and I want to get off to a good start. So that way I can, well, not have to suffer the consequences of my game crashing, for example, if there's any disconnects due to add-ons, Lua errors. You know the deal if you've ever played with add-ons. But maybe down the line, I might want to install these add-ons. And I might want to be a bit more used to them when they're installed. So that's why I've got Warmane here to set them up in the first place. So there'll be Questy, Bartender, Bagnon, you know, various other ones, for example, that can just make your life easier. For example, I like the Junker, and I'm not sure they've got Junker in this, but you can select specific gear, and then when you go talk to the vendor, it'll automatically sell that. There's Leatrix Plus. There's absolutely loads of these add-ons. So I would highly recommend trying out Warmane. I haven't had any trouble with it. Obviously, take it with a pinch of salt because, you know, these are private servers, so you're going into your own risk. But the way I did it was simply create an account, download Wrath of the Lich King. That was it. Base client, and then straight away into the WoW exe, and it just simply opened up this. And I cancelled the logout, or did it? Okay, it's misbehaving now. Okay, let's come out of that and then open it up again just to show how easy it is. So yeah, I want to swap it back to Onyxia. I want to check out my Hunter because I was, for example, practicing my leveling by finding out where the pets are that you need to gather. So there's a quest for taming the beast, and I came over to this specific location, although you can come down here as well, but I didn't find any. But you're looking for these Nightmane stalkers, of which I'm probably not going to find any now. But yeah, they should be roughly in this area. They're basically a cat. You'd find that. You'd use the taming rod. And then the last one to get is the owl. So there's 3 parts of this quest, and you have to come down to here to get that one as well. So what it does is it just lets you basically play in the starting zones, get a feel for where you need to go, so that way you don't fall behind the crowd too fast, right? You want to sort of stay ahead or get ahead of the crowd as best as possible. Get used to the beginning quests and go from there. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. This is what I'm basically doing right now for the next couple of days, just getting a feel for the classes, getting a feel for the leveling up, getting a feel for the quests, and then I'm practicing some of the add-ons and testing at level 70 and instant level 70 the abilities, the talents, and that way I can be like, oh, okay, I thought I wanted to play Warlock, but actually maybe I don't. And to be quite frank, I still ain't sure. So if you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe. I'm going to be streaming this, or at least attempting to stream this on my WTI YouTube channel. So you can catch me at twitch.tv/Witty normally. And I'm going to be trying to set up my WTI YouTube channel to stream as well. So check me out. I'll be playing when the server goes live. And basically, wish me luck. And if you've got an idea of what class I should play, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Maybe let me know what you're going to be playing as well. Have a good day. Take care.